We don't need material things anyway. It's 2025. Do you really want to buy all this stuff from the companies that laid everyone off this year?
I haven't celebrated Christmas in 3 years. I don't have the credit card bills. I'm not buying stuff that I have to pay for the rest of the year or anything like that. I'm not putting myself in debt and being stressed out the rest of the year for anyone.
We have no business going into the third quarter making corporations uber rich. After the year we've had,
because we have been ready for this challenge for the last 10 months. The challenge is not giving your money to big corporations.
Okay, I'm in. Christmas 2025 is hereby canceled. I'm not saying don't spend time with your family.
So I'm hearing through the grapevine that Christmas is potentially canceled this year. And if that's the case, I have some really good Christmas presents that we can all do for each other instead of over consuming and buying a whole bunch of
Now we're talking about canceling Christmas. It's all over TikTok. Check this out.
We should boycott Christmas. That's what's going to hurt them. Fine, we can't all do a general strike. I get it. Let's boycott Christmas. We don't need material things anyway. It's 2025. Do you really want to buy all this stuff from the companies that laid everyone off this year? I don't think so. What we want is more time anyway, with our families, with our friends. If you work that day, call off, call in sick. Let's boycott Christmas. We can do this. Let's hurt them where it really counts. Come on, we got this.
You know, I'm so used to not working on the holidays that I didn't even think about what she said at the end, which was, if they call you in, you call out.
I need that money.
I never even thought about that. But she's saying overall, boycott the whole day. Now, I want to make this super duper clear before we go any further or deeper in this video. This video is not about telling people not to celebrate Christmas. Because listen, I love the lights. I love the songs. I love spending time with family. That part of the holiday is beautiful. Okay? What I'm talking about today is the pressure, the consumerism, and the way capitalism has changed the meaning for a lot of families. So as we're watching some of these TikToks, these are people's opinions, the way that people are feeling right now based on what's going on around them. So we're just having a real conversation about the parts of Christmas that don't necessarily get talked about, especially in today's season, 2025 holiday season, based on what everyone else is seeing around them and people that are becoming more enlightened and understanding different things that are going on around them too. So not trying to take away the joy that the season brings at all. It's about protecting your peace. And I got a video about protecting your peace. I'm going to put it up here somewhere. Just bringing this to the forefront to have a conversation. All right, now we can proceed.
I just watched a video about not letting corporations win this Christmas. And I want you to tell everybody in the comments, hashtag, I'm ready for Christmas. Because we have been ready for this challenge for the last 10 months. The challenge is not giving your money to big corporations. Now, you may have already planned your holiday vacation, and that's good and well. But you don't have to go out and buy everything on Black Friday.
Correct.
No, this is going to be a red Friday. This is going to be everybody staying in the red. This means you don't have to go out and buy extra gifts for people. Give them that conversation right now. Prep them for Christmas and say, we're not going to be spending a whole lot of money this Christmas. We're going to make handmade gifts. We're going to give each other cards. We're going to do things that we didn't do last year. We're going to do those together this year. We're going to have experiences. We're going to go outside and play flag football together instead of going to that really expensive holiday movie where we have to buy really expensive popcorn in the movie theater that costs way too much. All of those things we could probably do. And like that woman said in the TikTok video I just watched, we could cripple the system if we just don't give big corporations money. Because you remember what happened when Disney decided to be like, let's do something with Jimmy Kimmel. And Disney learned their lesson real quick about what the American dollar does to their business. So what say you, America? Do not have all of these 10 months of boycotting and avoiding and going to small businesses just go right out the window right when Black Friday hits? No, absolutely not.
Absolutely
I want
not.
everybody who is down to be like, I'm ready for Christmas right now because they know they're not going to be spending that extra money of theirs, that well and hard earned money, on anything else. We're ready for Christmas now. We don't need anything else but our democracy, our freedom, our rights, all of those things. That would be a very, very quote unquote happy Christmas. That would be a very quote unquote Merry Christmas for all those who celebrate and even those who do not.
Now, I want to look at some of the comments from her video. I'm sure they were interesting. Let me take a look. My son is getting a winter coat. That's it and that's all. I wasn't going to buy anything anyway. Shop craft fairs or local small businesses. I like this one. Yep, plan alternate ways to celebrate together. Play games. Do a puzzle. Oh, I love jigsaw puzzles. It's so much fun. My little one, the 9-year-old, he also likes to do jigsaw puzzles. Cook together. Craft something. Recycle items you already have for a gift. So regift. Make sure it's lightly used. It might even still be new because, sometimes we buy things and we don't necessarily need them. So change traditions. 1 gift per person or donate money or time to a charity. I like that. Somebody said, love the idea. I'm going to spend the holiday season in Mexico. Everybody is saying, I am ready for Christmas. So I did a recent video where I was talking about Thanksgiving, and in the comments, people were talking about cancel all the holidays altogether. Cancel them all. Because what it is putting money in the corporations when that money needs to be staying in your pocket, right? So a lot of people are canceling these holidays. You don't need to show love by buying gifts. You can show love on a regular basis. You can show love every day. Watch this.
We have no business going into the third quarter making corporations uber rich. After the year we've had, we could literally cripple this country and bring it to its knees by canceling Thanksgiving and Christmas. Easily. They've been planning and projecting for this income since last year, previous years. They do these reports years out. They've been planning and plotting for you the same way that we sit around and be like, oh, I can't wait till I get my taxes in February, March. That's what they be saying. This is their taxes. And they be like, I can't wait for Christmas. We might slow down in the summertime, but Christmas, everybody's going to let their ego, their sense of competition, their consumerism overtake them. Everybody going to be so short-sighted and ready to just spend some other money. I don't give a... After the fucking year we've had, we have no business taking our money out of corporations like Target just to wait until November and December and give it all back to them. Exactly. We have no business. We have no business pouring millions and billions of dollars into toy industries that don't give a fuck about our kids. We have no business making cheap foreign clothes producers uber rich. Like, we don't have no fucking business pouring large amounts of money into this economy. Like, we just got it like that. Like, we don't have no business. And nobody should have to say. Nobody, you shouldn't wait for somebody to call for a boycott. We've been calling for boycotts all fucking year. When did we start boycotting Target? We've been calling for boycotts all year. It's millions of people across this country that ain't stepped foot in a Target, a Starbucks, a McDonald's, just to name a few, all year. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Even if you don't participate in politics, oh, I didn't vote, oh, that doesn't apply to me. The way that our country is set up, you vote with your money. You never have to step inside of a booth to vote in this country. Everybody voted. It don't matter if you register. It don't matter where you live. Everybody voted in November of last year. When you empowered corporations to fund PACs to perpetuate the nonsense that we're going through right now. I pray that this message reaches thousands, millions of years. We have years. We have no business continuing to make corporations rich. Necessities. All we should be buying right now is necessities. Yes. I'm wearing the same gym clothes I've been wearing for 2-3 years. My shoes is worn out. I'm not giving Nike no money, bro. For what? They got billions of dollars. What do they need my $56 for? No. Nah. Do what you want, but as for me and my house, I hope what nobody is for me anyway, because it ain't happening.
She has some enlightened words. That was a lot of enlightenment. And I think a lot of people are becoming more conscious, more aware of what goes on with their dollars, how it supports different PACs. As she said, we're not doing this no more. We have been, I want to say, like the veil has been taken off of our eyes. Like now we can see what really goes on. And we can see that stores start promoting Christmas months in advance because it's more about the profit than anything. It's more about those sales goals. It's more about selling these products that are intentionally marketed as must-haves to consumers. It's like the Super Bowl of consumerism. It's not a spiritual celebration anymore. This holiday has been taken over in a way that it wasn't intended to initially, but it turned into that. So that's where they are drawing the line and saying we're going to boycott Christmas in that sense. Continue to do your celebrations. Continue to, spend time with family. Like the lady said prior to, have those dinners, decorate your home. There is no problem with that. I'm not saying there's a problem at all. And of course, you ain't got to listen to me anyway. You're going to do what you want to do. We have the freedom of choice. But what people are saying is that they no longer want to feel the financial pressure that comes with Christmas. And therefore, they are canceling it in that light. Now, it looks like the blackouts are just expanding. I really haven't been spending a lot of money this year, and it shows in my accounts. So I love that for myself. I love that. But it really is making a dent in many corporations by withholding your funds. Keep your money, invest it, do better things with it. We really don't need to spend that much on a lot of things. Just think about the necessities that you need. You probably already have enough clothes in your closet. You probably have enough shoes. You probably have enough entertainment. You can live off of that, I'm sure. So just make sure that you're only focused on necessities. Let your family members know this year we're not doing Christmas, and this is why. And they should be understandable. They live in the same world we living in right now. Unfortunately, kids don't necessarily get it, but you can explain it to them. You can buy small gifts from like local businesses or something like that. They don't need really big, expensive gifts to know that they are loved. Just buy them something, gift wrap it, and they open it, and they'll have a great time.
Okay, I'm in. Christmas 2025 is hereby canceled. I'm not saying don't spend time with your family, but if 70% of America decided not to celebrate Christmas this year, and I'm talking no gifts, no travel, no decorations, no shopping, it would cause a massive economic shock and send a political and cultural message unlike anything in modern history. Christmas actually accounts for roughly 20 to 25% of annual retail sales in the U.S. If 70% of Americans stopped spending, that would wipe out hundreds of billions of dollars in economic activity. Those big box stores, e-commerce platforms, and delivery services would all see devastating losses. Companies like Amazon, Walmart, Target, Apple, and FedEx would take huge hits, likely triggering a stock market downturn. Investors would panic over lost holiday revenue. Some of those companies wouldn't recover. Airlines, hotels, and car rental companies, they rely heavily on holiday travel. Their bookings would plummet. America's consumer-driven identity is deeply tied to Christmas. It's not just religious, it's commercial tradition. A collective refusal to participate would feel like a national awakening, a rejection of the system that profits from distraction, debt, and emotional manipulation. And let's be real. You know who's actually benefiting from what the current administration is doing right now? Corporate America. It's time they felt the pain. What do you think?
She said she was in. Are you in? Are you canceling Christmas? I said in my previous video, I'm canceling the Black Friday experience I remember when I first started going out with one of my best friends for Black Friday, probably like in my 20s, and her whole family would meet at the house and they would have all the circulars spread all out, circling what they want, which stores they want to go to, just finished eating their Thanksgiving meal and ready to go out at 12 o'clock sometimes to go stand in the line to be the first to get whatever you're trying to get. Now, mind you, yes, later on we found out that they would jack up the prices only to put them down and act like there was a sale or some type of clearance item. And it wasn't, because either way, they're making a profit. That's why it's called Black Friday. But no longer. The strike is on. It's Red Friday from now on. Like one of the other people said, what else do you need? Don't you got everything you need? Look around your house today and think, I got everything I need already. I don't need anything else. I don't need the newest gadgets. I don't need the newest phone. I don't need the newest sneakers. I don't need that. These are all wants. So sacrifice that need or that feeling and just buckle down and keep that money in your pocket. Invest it. Think about other ways that you can use your money. Like the other person said, buy some groceries and give to, a food pantry or a church or something like that. Do that. That is a true gift. And that's a gift that stays within the community and helps the community.
Y'all gotta get serious. Y'all have got to get serious. This place is not real. America is not real. We don't need to buy. I went in a store the other day and everything is up another $1 in the grocery store. I don't know how Doritos is almost $7. I don't know why people are going to celebrate these pagan holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas and Black Friday. Stop spending your money. These people have absolutely no freaking conscience. There's more middle class people than there is rich. There's more poor people than there is middle class. And the whole plan is to eliminate the middle class and let there be elite, rich, and poor. Okay? So stop spending your money. Save your money. Keep your money in your pocket. Buy the bare necessities. Buy the things that you need to survive. Looking cute and all of that does not matter anymore at this point. Because this place right here, the way that people think and they're thinking, what's going to happen? What is going to happen? Do you ever see those movies where there's a whole bunch of people walking around with numbers trying to wait to get into the grocery store and stuff like that? How do we stop this? We have to stop this with our money. Do not celebrate Christmas. Do not celebrate Thanksgiving. Do not celebrate holidays. Figure out a way to grow some stuff in your apartment, in your house, or whatever. Stop spending your money. Buy the bare necessities. Buy the food that you need. Don't splurge on snacks and clothing and all that stuff. Get some laundry detergent and rewash some of that stuff. Rewear some of that stuff. Trust me, people don't care if you repeat your clothes. People don't care, okay? I've been doing it for a while. I haven't celebrated Christmas in 3 years. I don't have the credit card bills. I'm not buying stuff that I have to pay for the rest of the year or anything like that. I'm not putting myself in debt and being stressed out the rest of the year for anyone. Okay, I will send you a birthday gift. I will send you something else, but no Christmas, no Halloween, no Thanksgiving, none of that. Shut the wallet, close the wallet, and watch what happens.
The veil has been lifted. Now a lot of people can see what's really going on in the background and focus on that. Don't go out there buying nothing. They don't need it. We don't need it. They want it. We don't need it. Let me say that. They want your money and we don't need to spend it. That's it and that's all.
For a lot of companies, Christmas isn't about Jesus, faith, or family. It's about profit. Let's be honest. Christmas is a business. It's the biggest sales season of the year. Stores start pushing Christmas months before December even arrives. And the goal isn't to get you in the holiday spirit. The goal is to get you to swipe your card, period. That's it.
Let me show you what this young lady said about what would be some good gifts, some alternatives
than supporting those big corporations for Christmas if you still are going to celebrate. Take a look at this one.
So I'm hearing through the grapevine that Christmas is potentially canceled this year. And if that's the case, I have some really good Christmas presents that we can all do for each other instead of over consuming and buying a whole bunch of shit we don't need. This year for Christmas, you should just go ahead and pay for somebody's bill. Go ahead and pay for a family member's bill, a friend's bill. If you were already going to drop $100 to $200 on one present for one person, why not go ahead and pay somebody's bill? The bills are never going to stop. Rent is due and the economy is very much poor. So I just feel like that's a great idea. And if you need help, I have a list of them. Phone bill, DTE, gas, water, sewage if you live in an apartment, car note, car insurance, regular insurance. The list can go on. But in all honesty, covering somebody's bill for that month is a way better present than getting them something that they really don't need. And they'll have extra money in their pocket because they won't have to pay the bill that month. It's already paid.
This is true. That's true. The first thing I thought about when she said that was, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Pay my bills. But that's a great idea. So, of course, they're family and friends. Why wouldn't you want to pay their bill? Especially if they're struggling. And we know so many people are struggling right now. So, I think that's a great idea. Instead of buying gifts that they might not even want, and they might even re-gift on you, pay a bill. Ask them, what would you like paid this year? Just tell me, give me the bill. Send it to me. Send it to me, and I'll pay it. That's very generous. That's very thoughtful. And, that just brings joy to that other person's heart. And it probably also brings joy to you as the person being the giver, that you can do something to help somebody else. That's a great idea. So listen, I'm not here to tell anybody to stop celebrating Christmas. That's not what I'm talking about. If you love the holiday, celebrate it. If it brings you joy and peace, that is beautiful. I love that for you. But what we do need to acknowledge is the darker side, the debt, the pressure, the commercialism, and the way companies profit off of our emotions. Christmas should be about love, faith, joy, gratitude. I love me some gratitude. And family, not competition, and not consumption, overconsumption at that. Let me know what y'all think about this. In the comments, I love a good comment conversation. Put it in the comments and I will try to respond. Or you know what? I'm not going to say I'll try. I do respond to most of my comments. So put it down in the comments. And then you know what? It's not only me who responds. It's other people who like your comment or who just have a question about your comment or want to converse with you. Put it down in the comments. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do for Christmas? All right. As always, thank you so much for being here. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.